Hi, my name is Jake. I'm a solutions engineer here at GW Apps, and in this video, I'll be comparing AppSheet and GW Apps, and I'll show you when each is the right choice. Now, if your organization uses Google Workspace, there's a good chance you already have AppSheet included in your license. So a fair question is, why would you consider anything else? Well, in the next few minutes, I'm going to show you when AppSheet is exactly the right choice and when it isn't, and I'll do so using real applications. Now, first of all, here's the short answer. AppSheet and GW Apps are both no-code platforms and both run on Google Cloud, but they're built for different jobs. If your app lives in the field where you need mobile-first data capture, or you would benefit from things like barcode scanning or offline use, or if your data already lives in Google Sheets, AppSheet can get you there fast, and we're going to take a look at an example of that kind of application in just a few minutes. But if your app is a business transaction, such as a request that needs to move through multiple stages of approval with strict rules about who can see or edit what, and you need a clear audit history behind each record, that's what GW Apps was built for, and that's actually where we're going to start. So this is a capital expenditure approval application built in GW Apps. GW Apps is form first, so you build your form using a drag and drop form builder. You can have up to 4 columns of fields, multiple sections. You could do tabbed or stepper style forms. And then as you build your form, the data model is created automatically underneath it for you. There's no separate data modeler. There's no expression language to learn anywhere on the platform. Everything you're about to see here is configured. Now here's what people see when using the application. First of all, we have a custom welcome dashboard. On this dashboard, we can start a new request. We have some information about how the application works. We have a quick overview of how many requests are in each stage of the workflow. And below that, we have what's called a view. And in this view, we are grouping our requests by the stage. And then we are further grouping it by the region. And I can expand these groups and then select any one of these requests to open it up and take action if needed. Now at the bottom here, we have just a couple other reporting widgets. We've got a bar chart showing the approved amount this quarter, organized by category. And then we have on the right here, how many requests were submitted by each region. Now, of course, every number here updates automatically as new requests are created or as a request moves through the workflow. There's no need to export this information to a spreadsheet and wait for somebody to compile a report, although it's certainly possible. We can build our reports directly in the application. And on the left-hand side here, you can actually see some additional reports or additional views. And so, for example, a finance director could open up this pending my approval view and see only the requests that are awaiting their approval, and they can open one up and take action directly from there. Now, for the people who are actually approving, they don't need to wait until they're at a computer or at their desk to take action. They can get an email on their phone, and in that email, it can contain information about the request. They can approve directly from their email, or of course, they can open the request to view more information before doing so. Now, to keep this honest, we rebuilt the same Capex app in AppSheet, and here's where it got difficult. AppSheet ships with exactly 2 roles, admin and user. And for our application, we needed at least 4. So we ended up having to hand build our own role system using lookup formulas. And the need for stage-based field-level permissions meant writing dozens of individual expressions, 1 per field, per stage. It all works, but it became a challenge to audit them as a single security system and to feel confident that nothing would leak. And so it's not that AppSheet can't do these things, it's that you end up having to hand build some of what GW Apps gives you as simple configuration. But the test cuts both ways. So here's an app where AppSheet is the right choice and GW Apps isn't. This is FlowTrack. It's an inspection work order app for a water utility. It's of course built in AppSheet. AppSheet typically starts from a data source, and in this case it was a Google Sheet, and then the form and the application are built directly from it. So if your data already lives in a Google Sheet, this is probably the fastest path from data to app that there is. Now, mobile is really where AppSheet is the strongest. Here, each technician will see only their assigned inspections using a simple security filter. And this map view here plots every site, things like the reservoirs, pump stations, treatment plants, and the technicians can navigate directly from this map. The workflow is relatively simple. It's built for one hand and a truck. And a technician will select a site, they'll begin their inspection, they'll log any corrective actions, and then they'll complete the inspection. For any new assets, the technician can use the barcode scanner to scan the barcode and automatically fill in the serial number. Things like barcode scanning, geolocation, offline sync, these are all native behaviors of AppSheet. They're not add-ons. So out in the field with no connection, the app will continue to work and it will simply sync as soon as connection returns. Now, could we rebuild this in GW apps? We could get close, but we'd be giving up the native barcode scanning and the offline behavior. And for a field team, those aren't really nice to haves. They're more a part of the job. So for this application, AppSheet is simply the right tool. So that's the honest picture. For fieldwork, mobile capture, data in Sheets, AppSheet's likely your tool, and you may already own it. For business transactions with approvals, granular permissions, audit requirements, that's what GW Apps was designed for. Many organizations run both, each doing the job that they're built for. You can find our full written comparison in the link below. It includes a detailed feature table, information on each platform's AI capabilities, and just a more in-depth comparison in general. And if you're still unsure and you want to talk through your specific process with someone who knows both platforms, please reach out to us. We would be more than happy to help. Thanks for watching.